Welcome to a little video for the hinge pin removal tool. This is the tool. Getting a little carry box. Basically get a tool, handle, a couple of pins and instructions. I'm going to show you how to use it so we won't need the instructions, typical man. We're going to take out this hinge pin mainly because there's play in it when you lift it up, and the door just about rubs now, so needs doing. This is my daughter's beetle, so it's been laid up for a little while until she's passed her test, but we'll get that sorted. So for now we're going to do this pin. I have sprayed it with WD-40. I sprayed it yesterday, sprayed it today. Want to get as much penetrating fluid in there as we can. It is free, but you never know with these pins whether they're going to come straight out. They've been in for a very long time, so hopefully it'll come straight out. There's not much assembly to do. You basically just put that in there and you've got a handle. So I'll get it set up now and I'll come back to you. Right, set the camera up. Simply on the top of most of the hinges, if you're lucky, a little plastic cap. We're going to get in there. Oh, that's tremendous. Mine's been replaced before with a roll pin, so we're going to have to push that roll pin out and replace it with a proper pin, so it needed doing anyway. This tool is designed to not touch the bodywork at all. Little adjustment on that nut and then this nut. This nut. Till it sits like that. Do the handle up. As it says in the instructions, it's very handy to grease these threads, grease this thread here, just to make it all move nice and easy. It's quite important to get that lined up and this lined up. It doesn't actually touch the body at the front, at the back. The only place where it touches is on the top of here, so if that does go, it's a little touch-up job, but it's very simple. All you need now is 2 spanners, one for here, and then you adjust this and that quarter turn at the same time, alternately, and then that just presses the pin out. So I'll get set up now with the spanners and I'll show you the pin coming out. Okay, let's set up. Basically got 2 adjustments, this one and this one, and we're aiming just to keep the body parallel with each other. So to do that, every time you do this one up a bit, you undo that one and then the body stays the same. You then got a fulcrum point here, this one. As you do that up, it pulls in. It's basically an engineer's clamp. So do that one, undo that one, do that one up, undo that one, and then you keep going, and sometimes you'll hear it click almost. It'll just free and then start coming. At that point, happy days, because they can be an absolute pig of a job. So off on one, on the other, off on one, on the other. That is probably one of the easiest ones I've done, but there you go. Off on one, on the other. and you're aiming for this body just to get to the point where it touches. It's not far off. And that's about it. I'll slacken this off now. Slacken the top one off. And you see there, the pin's just coming out now, just about. So, because of the curvature of the body there, you can't do this all in one. You can't make a long pin and do it all in one. So, in the kit, you get extra pins. And you add it to it. So you put that underneath and then go again with the tool. I'll set that up now so that you can see how it looks. It's a bit one-handed, so I'll do it in a sec. And you can see I've just added it onto the end. You don't need to take the original pin out. Just as it is, this has already started moving, so it should now be a case of just wind it up, unwind, wind it up, off with one, on with the other, off with one, on with the other. It's moving quite freely now. I can feel it just moving, so I can afford to go a little bit more on that. Loose. A little bit looser. It's dead loose now. Just going to show you pin's coming right out now, just keeps pushing up, very simple, and you just keep pushing, use the next size up and then push the whole thing all the way out. I'm going to pop it out, save a bit of video and then show you going back in. I've just noticed, I've gone a bit further and I've just noticed that my pin is out and somebody before has used a very small pin and they've actually put 2 roll pins in there, which isn't Volkswagen's favourite pin, so we can ditch them. I'll carry on pushing the rest of this pin out now and it's gone very easy now. I think it's at the top. Take this out. it's right at the top there. See, 2 roll pins, nice, eh? Okay, that's the standard Volkswagen pin. It's a 8mm pin, and then at the top here, this little straight nail. That always goes to the top. It should have been like that when it came out of the factory, with that at the top, which is why you always have to push them up, because you'll never get that all the way through. You probably see now that the door's quite loose, and it's dropped quite a bit more, so it is quite handy to line that up first. And to do that, I normally open the door, put a rag underneath it just to hold it at the right height, and then put the pin back in. It's a little tap, start it off, and then you can put the hinge pin tool back on it and push it down. Once it's in place, the tool is designed to fit and push in the threaded versions of these with a thread on the top, so you can put your mirror on the top. The thread fits inside there nicely, and then it doesn't damage it, and you don't damage it when you're hammering it in, because you can obviously use the tool for that. So just line it there, put it upside down, and it's just basically the reverse. Wind that up till it just touches, and then same thing, clamp it down. You can hear it pop then as it went. Wind this one off, that one on, this one off. I'm going to bore you with doing all of it, but you just keep going until you push the pin back in. You want to push it just a little bit lower so that you can get your cover back over the top. I've not seen where you buy the covers from yet. I don't know if they do them second hand or anything, but the little cover that goes back off over there, it does stop the rain getting back in, and I tend to put it on with a little bit of sealer on it to stop the rain getting back in. But that's basically it. Just keep doing the nuts until you've pushed the pin back in.